In solo leveling, after Sung Jin Woo completely embarrassed the greatest hunter in Japan in a 1v1 sparring match, we see everyone go their separate ways, as eventually Korea holds a press conference leading up to the raid, explaining to everyone just how much the ants have changed. We see what the ants originally looked like as the man walks us through their evolution cycle so far, all leading up to the current iteration, which recently caused chaos in Japan, the red soldier ants, that have finally awakened the ability to fly long distance. Now, as they're having this meeting, feeling completely prepared for this raid, what they don't know is that off on Jeju Island, in the queen's birthing chamber, we see her standing over a massive clutch of eggs. Here, the queen looks down at her creations in anger because this island has become completely barren of food, to the point where she gives birth to soldiers who can't truly flourish and grow without feeding on their own. Not being able to watch this go on for any longer, the queen musters up all of her remaining energy to create a special egg that she says belongs to an all-powerful soldier that'll lead the citizens of the ant kingdom to freedom. And as she continues to give her speech, we see this ant break out of its egg as 4 giant wings protrude out and extend for the first time before the creature steps out and lets loose an insane screech that echoes across the entire island as the queen tells it to annihilate all of its enemies and consume everything there is. And we cut away for a while everyone finishes their preparations for the raid. Now, as the day finally arrives, we see that unified together, Japan and Korea have sent a number of battleships with extremely advanced technologies on board, as well as 16 S-rank hunters combined in their efforts to finally put an end to the dungeon break on Jeju Island, while we go through some of the different groups that have all agreed to lend their hand with some of their best A-rank hunters, like the Hunters Guild, the Fiend Guild, and the White Tiger Guild respectfully. In total, over 5,000 hunters have lent their hand to this operation, and as it begins, suddenly we see hordes of ants flying towards a large mountain located on the island as the Japanese begin to corral them into different sections of the island, and everyone takes their positions. We've already talked about how Choi Jong-in arrives on the island and immediately starts taking ants out using his firepower, actually showing that this guy isn't all talk. However, as he tries to use his fire to not only create a massive shield on the mountain that'll keep ants from coming in, but also uses it to try and find an entrance to their deeper chamber on the other side of the island, we watch as one of Japan's carriers activates one of the machines they have on board, which completely jams the communication network of every ant on the island. Taking advantage of this, Ryuji's team from the tournament begins to slaughter the ants in droves, having a pretty easy time. This is where, for a few seconds, we pick up on Sung Jin Woo having a super easy day as he gets his daily challenges done and reads tweets about how he's a bum for not going on the raid, even though he was just made an S rank. But as he thinks to himself that they just don't need him and everything should be fine as long as it goes according to plan, next let's explain how nothing goes according to plan.